What's up, guys? Welcome to this live session. So we're going to be looking into some of the charts, some of the things that I'm actually looking out for this week, and trying to get a link for this live to share in. Okay, guys. So basically, we are looking at a few pairs this week, right? And I'm going to first of all talk about what I trade mainly, right? Is I trade mainly gold, right? So, but I believe not everybody. I believe not everyone trades gold, right? There are other people who trade like currency pair and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna first of all start with GBUSD and what one should be looking out for when it comes to GBUSD this week. Now, the dollar is actually kind of, let's say, trying to gain momentum, right? So might see USD pairs trade downwards, maybe during the beginning of the week or something like that. So you might want to look for some sell opportunities on GBUSD. Just hold on, guys. I'm trying to share the link of this live. Okay, guys. So what I'm looking at here for GBUSD, we kind of have this level over here, which has served as kind of resistance zone, right, for some time, and we are currently seeing price rejecting from that level. Now, another to go by what we are seeing right now with the dollar, I'm expecting GBUSD to fall at least all the way down to this level, even though on the long term depending on what CPI data is going to come out like towards the end of the month, I still somehow believe that the market is going to come down to take out these equal lows over here. But in the meantime, if I were to zoom in a little bit on that 4-hour time frame, you see that we have this channel that's currently been broken. All right, CGB USD breaking out of this channel over here. It's more like a wedge though, but I will still call this a channel anyways. So we are seeing GB USD breaking from that channel, and price is going to continue to go down. So whatever you are doing with GB USD this week, you want to be looking for sell opportunities, and when you want to start being a little bit conservative in your sell trade is when the price starts to come down to this level, because we have a very clear the market likely going to see the market so I'm most likely going to see the markets reject from this zone over here. Now if I'm to also use like the golden zone and map out this particular structure, if I'm to consider this as a structure, this whole movement over here, then you see that this demand zone kind of aligns with the structure around this area. So I expect to see GBP to continue to trade downwards into this level. So if you may say want to take some sell positions this week, you might want to go over to, let's say, the 1 hour time frame. Right, I want to go to the 1 hour time frame. And you want to look for some supply zones. And there are a couple of zones that might be valid here. All right, I want to also see if price is going to retrace into this zone, or if price is going to just come and tap into this wick over here. So, but I will not advise just selling directly from here. Why? Because price just took out this liquidity over here. So we might see, after the liquidity sweep from this level and also this level as well, we might see price rejecting. So you want to see price reject from this level, then start selling, or reject from this level, right? After clearing these Friday, I think this should be Friday highs or something. Yeah, after clearing these Friday's highs, start rejecting. So these are the two moves you want to look at for GBP. So GBP is still quite bearish, and I'm going to see it continue down all the way to this level over here. Now let's also take a look at this level over here. Let's take a look at look at gold, right, which is my favorite pair. So gold, basically there are three levels I'm looking at for gold, or three key demand zones that I'm looking at, because I'm still bullish on gold, right? I'm still very bullish on gold. I'm not bearish, even though I feel the dollar is going to gain strength, right, in this week, because most of the fundamentals that came out, most of the fundamentals last week, right, they were all bullish on majority of them, like the NFPs and other major news. They were all bullish on the dollar. So if we compare that on a normal day, this should be bearish for gold. But because of the global events happening, like the Venezuela stuff and Trump threatening Greenland, and I think last week Russia also had a missile hit on Ukraine. So these other things, these other geopolitical stuff are also affecting the value of so affecting the value of gold and might continue to go up. So um these are the three key levels I'm looking out for gold. So what I want to see once the markets open, I want to see price come down into this level and look for a buy, because that is a clear 1 hour demand zone. Now we have as you can see, have this push over here. So basically have like something like a kind of break of structure over here. Then also have this one over here. So these two levels, right? They validate this one, two levels to be valid POIs. And the reason why I still have this level marked, right? The reason I still have this level marked here is because of this gap over here. Now somehow, for some reason, I still believe that somehow in the future, now the only thing that will make price not to come down to that level is if we continue to see gold, because there's a psychological level over here which is 4,500. Now if we see gold pushing above this level, right, and not rejecting, now if we don't see something like this, right, the rejection from this level, then simply means that price is not going to come in to fill this opening gap over here. But if we see something like this, let's say after we get a buy from this level, then price goes up, take out this liquidity, then we'll start to see strong rejection. The next place I want to buy gold could be this level, but I'm not going to expect price to go upward. What I'm going to expect is for price to go maybe to 4,500, then it will now go down to this particular level. So also have to pay attention to that. But in the meantime, these are the two key demand zones that I'm waiting for, that I'm expecting gold to retrace to. All right, expecting gold to retrace to this week. Now, I already shared these Solana points of interest in our. I'm going to be taking a buy position on Solana on Bybit, all right, this week. So I'm expecting price to retrace into this zone, then take a buy. And the reason for that is because of this liquidity over here. So price could come down, take out this liquidity, tap into this demand zone, then we could see a buy from there. All right. The another level, I'm also expecting price. If it doesn't respect that level, I'm also expecting price to come down to this level, then take a buy. So these are the levels that I'm looking out for when it comes to Solana. USDJPY. I'm bullish on USDJPY. So I'm going to be expecting USDJPY to come down into any of these two levels during the week for me to take a buy. So this is on a 1 hour time frame. So you might as well compare that to your charts, right? So expect price to come down to this level, take out this liquidity. I don't think this level is going to hold price. Expect price to come down to this level, then respect this demand zone over here. Then I'll take a buy. Now I don't know how far that buy is going to go, depending on what the dollar does during the week, but at least we managed to get like a 1 to 2 risk to reward or thereabouts from that particular trade. Then another pair I think I'm going to be looking at also is the Australian. Though this particular pair, I'm already in a position. This pair, but my stop loss is at my entry, because this is Monday. Sometimes price coming down to take out liquidity from Monday, then continue upwards. But I strongly believe that this level should hold odd card. All right. So if you got into a position using the update you shared in our WhatsApp channel, then you might just want to secure your position and see what price does tomorrow being Monday. So that's for odd card. So these are basically some of the pairs that I'm looking at, and yeah, we'll see how the week goes. Take care, guys.